So I was looking for some horror games to do because, of course, it is October, the Spooktober time. But I couldn't find anything that really jumped out at me today, so I picked up a different game instead. So sorry, horror fans, nothing today, but hopefully there will be more appearing later in the month, and I'm looking forward to. I do like a good horror. But today we have something quite interesting because it's a little lesson on how not to judge a book by its cover, because this game had kind of no details in the itchio general listing, and it's got a very short little blurb here, and it's mislabeled as an adventure game. It's actually a multi-directional shooter, specifically a multi-directional space shooter, and that doesn't fill one with a lot of confidence. But when I jumped into it, I was suddenly like, whoa, this is actually a pretty good game. And then I felt I had to show it off, of course, because that's what we do around here. So let's just read the blurb quickly. An excavation crew mysteriously disappeared during a mining operation in a lonely sector of space, and you have been sent to investigate. But be wary, for within the black voids between, a malevolent, shifting evil lurks. Navigate the treacherous asteroid fields and destroy the shape-shifting aliens. Collect credits and earn ranks using both to upgrade your ship. Customize your loadout to fit your playstyle with over 25 passive and active perks, one of 8 unique weapons, and one of 6 classes to survive for as long as you can and set the record. So, a fairly inspiring bit of lore there. It's a pity it's here and not in the game. So we're going to show off some gameplay, and we're going to give it a little bit of critique, and the link will be in the description, so please don't forget to come and give this game some love, and give the developer some love, and support it, because that's how good games come out in the future. And just on my behalf, don't forget to like and or comment and or subscribe, because that boosts my channel, and it boosts the YouTube algorithm for you, because the more videos about games you engage with, that's what they call it, engagement, the more the YouTube algorithm will learn to give you videos about games and gaming, and I suppose game dev, if that's what you're interested in. It'll figure it out, and everybody likes a well-trained YouTube algorithm, so yeah, drop those comments. Also, I really like to hear from you guys. I want to hear what you want to see, what you think I should do more of, less of, all of that kind of stuff. This is still a pretty new and pretty small channel, so seize your opportunity to guide me into what you want to see, because I want to show you what you want to see, as long as it kind of supports indie games, because that's kind of my mission around here. I think indie games are a good thing to support. So that's what I want to do more of, but I want to show you stuff in the way that you want to see it. And now I am rambling terribly, so let's jump into this game. We'll maximize the screen, and we will click on, I guess, the green flag. I think that means start. I haven't seen that before. So the game is called Terminus. Captain's log transcript. Captain, we have reached the sector and have eyes on the site. Scouts have been sent out and excavation operations will begin in 1 hour. I don't know why it's going bzzzt. Captain, excavation operations are progressing on schedule. Nearly 25% of the quota has been met. Scouts still haven't returned. Nearly 50% of the quota has been met. I guess the bzzzt is time passing. We will proceed with the operation regardless of the scout's absence. Minor. Captain, you may want to see this. Captain, I'm on my way. Time passes. Captain, what in the active static? Here we go. Onward. Right, so this game starts us in our kind of upgrade menu. It's a little bit roguelite, whichever you prefer to call it, and that we play around until we die, and we make money during the round, and then we can upgrade ourselves and hopefully play the round a bit better. But this looks like a chaotic mess, and there's no tutorial, so this is what I have figured out. The top here, we are in the shipyards. That's our location. This is the launch button to start a round. We are rank 1 and have $0. This little box here that says blank shows us information of everything that we click on. But these things are obviously all locked. And the reason why it is locked is in text underneath here. Rank 5 required to purchase primary missions. I don't know why that's called primary missions or elite missions. I guess that's just a mission quality that we can go at. Anyway, so those are some upgrades that we will be able to access when we hit rank 5. The rank just goes up as we're fighting. Down here are some of the things that we can purchase, these 4 items, which is just different types of firing. This is what we already have at the moment. It's just average rate of fire, average amount of damage. That's just our guns. We can then buy a short range bursty thing that fires. It's flak basically. It fires shots out in a spray, but with a very short direction. I tried it. I didn't really like it very much. We have the Gatling chains, which does a little bit less damage but fires quite a bit faster. And then we have the glass cannon type of shot. It does a lot of damage, but we fire it very slowly. And honestly, the kinetic damage seemed to be the sort of the best offering, so I'm not going to worry about these too much. There's some locked ones here. There's a ray, there's gyro torpedoes. That's quite interesting. I wouldn't mind unlocking that. But as you can see, rank 12 to unlock the different kinds of guns. So we'll give them a go if we get there, although I don't really plan on playing this that long. Up here is our paint job. We can change the way our ship looks. We have, I think this box is like something that has been mounted. I'm not quite sure what this is. This is the munitions that we are using at the moment. And here are our controls that we can change. And our load and save button. I think we can change the controls. Yeah, we can. And over here is our quality of life sound controls. We can turn the background music off and the sound effects off. So very nice to see that. It's not volume levels, but good enough. Good enough, I dare say. I don't know if the sound is coming through. It is quite low. These are the things that we buy and will be occupied. And these are special abilities that we can use the E, the R, and the F buttons to press. Our directional buttons are WASD, as you saw, and then we aim with the mouse. And here are a number of different upgrades. We can upgrade our sort of projectile. We can upgrade some more projectile upgrades. There's our shielding upgrades and armor and movement as well. And then we have the ability to repair as we pick up money. That's quite nice. The ability to drop mines out. I don't know if we have to press a button or they just drop all the time, just every 10 seconds or whatever. 1.5 mines per second, 1.5 mines per second. Okay, well we'll get there. We'll try it out. And we have auto drones, which just spawn a couple of drones that buzz around you and shoot things. Up to 4, it would seem. And then so we can give them missiles and what have you. But as you can see, we require rank 8 for that, and we also require money. As you can see here, we have to earn $100 to buy that. These all cost money as well, but it'll only tell us when we're the relevant rank to do it. So we can do nothing here at the moment. Let's jump in and have a look at the game, and I'm quite excited about this because it's quite a good-looking game. So we are this lad here, and we can WASD around in directions, and these are the shape-shifting apparently aliens that we can shoot, and then when they die they drop money. And there are also these asteroids that we can shoot, and we can eventually break them, and they also die and drop money, as it were. Oh, crashed into them a bit there. And the aliens do various different things. Oh, okay, so now we have a rare minerals box, and I think these things do stuff like give us shields of power or whatever, and health and things like that. At least I seem to have a lot of health after the last time. Yeah, so it's healing us as we pick up the minerals. I'm quite surprised we got it so early, actually. It's quite a nice boost for us. And we keep fighting the enemies, pick up some more of the things. As you can see, as our health is on the left there, and we are looking badly, but the kind of grayed out red is some healing that we're going to try and do, probably from picking up the special minerals. We also get that when we have those healing nanites. And it, sort of slowly heals up as we're there, but the healing doesn't really keep up that much with the damage that we're doing. So we are going to... we have various events, as you no doubt noticed. that occur. I don't know what the yellow bar is. Is that like my money inventory? Maybe I can only collect a certain amount of stuff as I do the fighting. Anyway, so we eventually died. We collected 209 coins, which is actually a pretty good score. I think that that rare materials asteroid helped. Obviously, that doesn't happen every round. Those are kind of randomized events that occur where you have a swarm of aliens. We have that special asteroid where there's like an asteroid swarm. There's like a flood of the asteroid rocks. There's various events. So they add to the excitement quite a bit, and it's quite a manic just fly around and shoot game. Now we have our $200, and we managed to reach rank 2 at one point. I don't want to buy any of these, so I'm not going to buy them. I'm just going to jump into the next round, and then we can upgrade things like the asteroid drones and stuff like that, because hopefully I will have gone up a rank in the next round. So let's jump in, let's do a bit more shooting, and then we can talk about some critique about this. Not that there's much good. It's actually, like I said, this is a surprisingly well-polished game. But I do have some things to say. We'll get there. I wish I could zoom out more. I don't like the fact that we're as zoomed in as we are. I suppose that's part of the attributes of the game. Oh, why is he not dying? Decide what you guys think about the sounds, because I'm fairly torn on them at the moment. I don't know. It's like the sort of the squidgy sound that the aliens make as you hit them, or alien swarm coming. This is a lot of fun because you just have to hold down the fire button, shoot in various directions, and just try and dodge. Really, the feeling of it, the gameplay is actually quite pleasant. I feel comfortable in my ability to dodge them. Are those red dots a bit of health, I wonder? A little bit of healing. Like I said, there is an upgrade. I'm getting beaten up there. There is an upgrade that I can get that boosts my healing, gives me health every time I pick up money, and it is quite powerful. I didn't earn any ranks, so we're going to jump straight back in. I did get more money though, which I'm glad to see. Ooh, I can actually afford these. I did go up a rank. That's weird. It told me that I didn't. Alright, well let's grab the drones. It's 200 for them. Press E to purchase. So we have our drones, and now we have 100 left. But these are all 200. Only thing that's 100 is the firing type. So I'm not going to get those. I don't wanna. So we will save and try and buy some more things when we get there. I'm so close to being able to buy one. It's annoying. So yeah, so here's our drones. They will pop out and shoot things. They have like different priorities. Like they will actually shoot at the asteroids as well, and at the enemies. I'm not quite sure what their priorities are. Possibly things that are closest, or they have different priorities. I did see there was an upgrade that gave you 2 more drones that had different priorities. Got some healing there. Oh, that sounded like something blowing up. Get some money. Alien swarm incoming. That's gonna stress my drones out. Flew right into that one. And I'm shooting in weird directions because I'm concentrating more on dodging. But one of the main reasons why I like the drones is I don't need to see ranks earn 0. But I did go up a rank, so I don't quite understand what it's trying to say there. It's by healing. So we can heal a bit more, and then I'll probably focus on those kinds of things. But I think that's enough gameplay, actually. I think I have shown enough of how it all works and what's going on. So if you are just here for the gameplay, thank you for watching. As I said earlier, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. If you are here for the critiques, however, then what shall we talk about? Well, the UI. This page is chaotic. I would like to see this split into 2 or maybe 3 with tabs at the top. So we have a tab for these kind of basic upgrades, or maybe a tab for what we have at the moment. or maybe this can be split up amongst the tabs. But yes, sort of divide our ship functionality up into one tab, put these upgrades into a different one and these upgrades into a different one, or something like that. I don't know if there's a logical way to split it out, but having this much stuff on one page is way too much. It scares the user. And we'll talk about the tutorial just now. Other than that, I think the UI is fine. I mean, it's you shoot, you play. The UI in game, it's interesting. The game screen is maybe a bit small, and I don't know what this yellow border is. Is that my XP? Is that what I might climb towards a rank? Perhaps. Maybe that's my experience. See if I can survive long enough to jump it up, and what we get for it. It's almost there. But then why am I sometimes gaining a rank even when I don't gain a rank? Get that health. And alien swarm is coming. So I'm not quite sure what it means. Okay, so I have exceeded the yellow there. Well, let's let myself die. I didn't see if the rank number went up. Probably did. Yeah, rank earned 1. Okay, so that's my XP, but maybe just finishing a round gives me some XP as well. That's why I gain a rank even when it says I haven't, because I haven't gained it during fighting. Possibly, I don't know if that's the case. Which, yeah, brings me to the tutorial point, which I was going to talk about later. But yeah, give the user some tutorial. I kind of smashed in and was able to figure things out on the fly, as it were, while playing the game, which is fine. So for people who are regular gamers, this game is absolutely fine. You can figure it out. It's not hard, especially if you've played multi-directional shooters before. But as I've said in other videos, people come to play these games on itchio who are not gamers, who have never played a game before, because it's like situations like a friend who is a gamer has sent them a link and gone, "This is fun. I heard you wanted to play some games. Check this one out." And they'll send them a link, and if you're not a gamer, the confusion that you get when confronted by any game, but especially a complicated game, is a major turn off. And they go, "Oh, these games, no, they're silly and they're too complicated and they're just for kids anyway," and then they stop playing. And we've lost another member of the gamer army. So make it very easy for people who don't know anything to set foot into your game and get that first couple of steps of learning what's going on as easy and as hand-holdy as possible, because once they are through that barrier, it's very easy for non-gamers to get addicted, because games are addicting. Games are fun. Games are good, but it's hard to get past that first step. And yeah, I've seen people who have managed to get past it just have the best time of their lives as they've suddenly discovered this world of gaming in front of them, and I want to give more people that. But yeah, that initial barrier is a hard one to surpass. So good tutorials are important, especially for easy to access browser games like this, because that's where a lot of those first steps are going to take place. So yeah, tutorialize, especially a game like this, because this is a good game. It's a lot of fun. It's high energy, especially for younger people trying to get into gaming. So give this one, give them a lesson, teach them how to play, and then they will be your most fervent supporters, I can tell you. So yeah, the UI needs tutorials. Other than that, the UI is absolutely fine. And let's get back to the menu. Tutorialize. Sounds are fine. Could be a bit more basic, could be a bit more chunky, but I'm enjoying them as it is. I like the squidgy noises that the aliens make, as I mentioned earlier. I wasn't sure about it, but I like it. I like the sounds of this game. I like the sort of the energy beat in the background, the kind of stress beat. I like it. What do we think these are? I can't afford it anyway. The art is fantastic. I like it. It's kind of reminiscent enough of games like Asteroids, which is the original, well, not the original, but probably the most dominant, the most well-known multi-directional shooter, space shooter. Could be the original, actually, 1979. I mean, it was the beginning of the golden age of arcades slots, so it could have been the first one. It was the first kind of vector graphics game, I think. So good game all around. Spawned a lot of these kind of things, and I think this one is a worthy member of that kind of family of games. So bravo there, well done. Um, yeah, as I was saying, the looks kind of are reminiscent of that, but are a more advanced, more up to date version of it, and I appreciate it a lot. If I had to complain, it's just that the screen size is a bit small. I would like to be able to zoom out a bit more and see a bit more of the map and be a little more sort of tactical and strategic rather than just panic responding to everything that's going on. But certainly not critically so. I'm still thoroughly enjoying this. I just wish I could see a bit more. Um, and yeah, I mean that brings me on to the feeling in the gameplay. I love the way the ship moves. I love the feeling of it. I'm not the most coordinated player, especially as I'm getting older, and I found it quite comfortable to kind of strafe and dodge and spin around and shoot and all of that kind of stuff. Um, yeah, I didn't do very well. I dare say there's probably a number of players who are laughing at me and thinking, "What is this idiocy?" But yeah, I found it enjoyable and comfortable, and I felt that I could, even with my cores, I could do enough to play the game and enjoy it. So good balance, good feelings in the gameplay and things like that. Um, which brings me to the final criticism, really, which is just the immersion, the storyline. There is obviously a storyline there. Uh, as I said, I think this page needs to be divided up amongst tabs. Keep the launch button and the title at the top, but put some tabs over here, and let us see different bits of it. And one of the tabs could possibly be the storyline, the transcript, the bits that you can see. Just start the game on this page, boom, and maybe on the storyline tab, and it just lists that transcript, and then has more info below it about the setting and the world and stuff like that. Maybe sub tabs under the tabs. I don't know, but dump that info into your game. Build the lore, put the lore here. Let the players kind of understand what flag it is that they're trying to follow. It's the best way to say that. And that's it from me. That's all I really wanted to show. I think this is a fantastic game. I think this is a very worthy mainstay, solid indie game that is being presented here. I can't wait to see it get fleshed out a bit more and then eventually become a Steam game, because I think this would be a good Steam game. I hope there's no stolen assets or anything like that on here. This itchio page is a bit sparse. As I said, this is not an adventure game. This is actually a multi-directional shooter with a little bit of roguelite elements in it. And it's a really good game. Did it actually mention what engine that looks like? The Unity load bar, but I'm not sure. I don't. It doesn't mention here what the engine is. I guess I'd say it's Unity, but I don't know. Anyway, good game. Good game. Terminus by Birdman1121. Why do you have numbers in your name? I don't know. Anyway, good job, Birdman. Nicely done. And thank you to everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I would like to see you in the next video. But even more than that, I would like your comments. Please comment. Tell me what you think. Tell me what is going on in your world. Tell me what your thoughts are on indie games. Talk to me on YouTube. I would like to hear from you. Thank you, and goodbye.